So I've been having a great time playing Hogwarts Legacy for the past week or so, but there were quite a few things I wish I knew earlier, like how to get lots of XP, gold, loot, and much more, which I will be talking about today, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video. Now, let's go over some of the best things that will help you out as you explore the magical world. So here are 5 must-know tips I wish I knew sooner in Hogwarts Legacy. First up is how to gain a lot of experience. In Hogwarts Legacy, obtaining experience is crucial to progress through the game. There are various ways to earn experience points, such as completing quests, challenges, and exploring the game world. However, if you're looking to level up quickly to use specific gear, do a certain quest, or unlock certain talent points, there's an efficient method that you can use to earn a considerable amount of experience while playing Hogwarts Legacy. If you are keen on leveling up at a rapid pace, head over to one of the 2 or 3 if you own the deluxe version battle arenas and begin farming like there's no tomorrow. There is a secret to maximize your gains from these battles, so you get the same amount of XP regardless of the difficulty level you choose. So if you want to level up quickly and easily, set the difficulty to story mode and jump into one of the battle arenas. You can quickly and easily blast your way through the battles using your basic attack, and you don't have to worry about breaking different enemy colored shields this way as well. The first public arena is located in the North Fort Boghead, the second public arena is in the Feldcraft region, and the deluxe edition arena is tucked away in the Forbidden Forest. The opponents in these arenas range from level 10 to 40, and the payout of XP is the same across all difficulty levels. It's particularly effective at lower character levels, but as you progress you'll require more XP for each level up. That's where feats come into play. During battles, small pop-ups on the right side of the screen will prompt you to complete specific tasks, such as burying the head of a spider or disarming an Ashwinder while they cast a spell. Completing these feats is definitely worth it, as it will earn you a considerable amount of bonus XP that will help you level up even faster. This is because in your field guide there is a challenge that you have to do a certain amount, and this is why you get bonus XP every time you complete them. Therefore, I highly recommend that you complete these tasks in every arena and every round to maximize your XP gains. This is one of the reasons you are gaining lots of XP from doing battle arenas, as you are gaining XP from defeating enemies, and also bonus XP from completing some of your combat challenges in your field guide. It might take you a while to do these combat challenges, but do note that once you complete them, you won't get bonus XP anymore on the battle arenas or when you defeat more enemies. But that's alright, as the next tip will cover how to get more XP and even gold as well, so stay tuned. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel for more Hogwarts Legacy and other open world games content. Alright, next we have a gold plus bonus XP farming method. In addition to XP, gold is another crucial aspect in Hogwarts Legacy. You will need it for buying lots of things like gear, buying conjuration recipes for your room requirement, and much more. One of the things that you can do to get lots of gold is to do some beast poaching. Wait, no, I meant beast farming. Beast farming. You'll see why. To do this, you will need to progress through the game until you've unlocked at least a vivarium in your room of requirement. When you have your vivarium set up, what you want to do is head to the Mooncap then that takes us to a previous quest while unlocking our vivarium. This is right next to the fast travel point just northeast of the Quidditch pitch. Firstly, what you want to do similarly to the first step that we talked about is to change the difficulty level of your game to story mode for instant knapsack captures. This saves you time and you get the same amount of XP. Capturing beasts gives you XP as you are trying to complete the Rescue Beats challenge in your field guide. Also, the amount of money you make from the beasts is actually the same regardless of how difficult the beasts are to capture, if let's say you didn't want to change the difficulty of your game. So our goal here is to capture the easiest beasts that we can. Mooncalves are incredibly easy to capture, and Deke already taught us how to do it by using Leviosa to lift them up in the air and then capturing them quickly. This area will spawn 8 Mooncalves every time, and we want to capture all of them before moving on to the next location. Not only do we make 120 galleons per beast we catch, We also get 30 XP every time we capture one of these beasts if you haven't finished your rescue beats challenge yet. This may not sound like a lot, but doing one rotation of this will get you over quarter of a level in just 5 or 6 minutes. Capturing all 8 moon calves here should take about 2 to 2.5 minutes, depending on if you aggro the spiders near the spawn point. Once you capture all the moon calves, it's time to move on to the next location. The second location is the Puffskein Den, directly east of the Forbidden Forest entrance fast travel point. You'd also want to catch all of them. Puffskein are so unbelievably easy to capture, and if you're really lucky, you might even catch some of the Puffskein hiding in the trees, which means you won't even have to chase them around while you're catching them. Then you wait until nighttime again and head back to the moon calves that I mentioned earlier and repeat. Afterwards, if your knapsack is full or you're just tired of doing this, you can then sell them to be taken care of at the Brood and Peck store in Hogsmeade. There is also a very similar but more passive approach of this. What you will need to do is to progress through the story and then finish some side quests for Deke until you get the breeding pen. You can then buy the conjuration recipe for this at the Tomes and Scroll shop in Hogsmeade. Then what you want to do is have breeding pens in all of your vivariums and start breeding your beasts. Each breeding pen takes 30 minutes for the beast to make an offspring, which you can put on your inventory and then sell again to the vendor in Hogsmeade to take care of. You can have a total of 4 breeding pens per vivarium location. This method is nice as you will be interacting a lot with your room of requirement by collecting and interacting with all of your beasts to get their materials that you use to upgrade your gear, while also making gold at the same time by doing the method that I said earlier. So once you're in your vivarium, start breeding your beasts in the breeding pen, roam around the open world, play through the story, whatever, and then come back every 30 minutes to collect materials from your beasts and also to start breeding them again until your vivarium is full, which then you transfer some of your beasts to your inventory and then start selling them in the Hogsmeade shop. Moreover, if you breed 10 unique beasts, you can complete the Breed Unique challenge from your field guide as well, which gives you even more bonus XP. Everything is just all connected, which is awesome. Next up is to get the most essential spell before you head to the open world. In any open world RPG game, including Hogwarts Legacy, loot plays a crucial role. It's essential to collect as much loot as possible while exploring the open world or completing mission quests, as it can be sold for galleons or you can use it for yourself. Some loot is hidden behind locked doors that can only be opened with the right spell, which is Alohomora. Acquiring Alohomora as early as possible is vital to avoid the inconvenience of revisiting areas where locked doors need to be opened. You can obtain this spell by progressing through the story until you reach the quest with Mr. Moon, the housekeeper. You will unlock the spell after you finish the first quest. However, to fully unlock the spell's potential, you must also complete optional quests to acquire upgraded versions of the spell. For this, you will need to find these Demiguise trophies. You can explore the map and locate locked rooms in which they are hidden. The best place and also the place with the most Demiguise trophies is Hogwarts, as you don't have to worry about enemy NPCs. The number of trophies remaining in an area is indicated in the upper right corner of the location on the map, making it easier to track them down. Additionally, some small hamlets have only one house that contains a Demiguise statue, so keep an eye on those as well. Remember to search for Demiguise trophies at night, as you can only collect them at that time. What you can do is when you find the trophy and it's daytime, go to your map and press on the wait button so that your character waits until it's nighttime, and then you will be able to collect it. Next up is getting lots of Moonstones for your room of requirement. Your room of requirement is going to be an essential part of your playthrough. It's where you will be able to grow your plants and also where you will be making the majority of your potions. It's also where you will be conjuring a lot of objects that you will need as you progress through the game. To use the room of requirement effectively, you will need a significant amount of Moonstones, as that is the material used to make conjuration objects. If you require a swift method for acquiring Moonstones, you can use the Evanesco spell to clear the default paintings and furniture in the room of requirement. Each of these objects can provide you with at least 1 to 3 Moonstones, and given their abundance, this approach is an efficient way to acquire a substantial quantity of Moonstones quickly, especially if you're running low. Additionally, you may also want to acquire the recipe for the scientific material refiner device by obtaining it from the Tomes and Scroll shops in Hogsmeade and placing it in your room of requirement. This device can generate 2 Moonstones Moonstones every 10 minutes, and you can construct up to 3 of them. By doing so, you can obtain 30 Moonstones every 10 minutes and up to 180 Moonstones per hour of gameplay. Just be sure to collect them every 10 minutes to maximize your earnings. Next up is to get more loot from the Hogwarts secret puzzle doors. One excellent method for obtaining additional loot is to complete the secret arithmetic puzzle doors in Hogwarts. Although they may appear complicated at first glance, they are actually quite simple once you know how to solve them. The crucial aspect to grasp is the correlation between the symbols and their corresponding digits. Moreover, it's important to note that you begin counting from 0 and not 1, similar to a Java array or list. Shout out to you computer science folks who know that. As an example, consider the first triangle. The center point is the sum of the 3 points surrounding it, and one of them is missing. You are given 2 of these points either through a symbol or a number, so you only need to calculate the third. Let's say one of the points is a spider. Starting from the L in the bottom, count the number of symbols until you reach the spider, which in this case is 8. Now you have the equation of 1 plus 8 plus something equals 13. By performing a simple calculation, you can determine that the missing value is 4. Next, you need to locate the symbol that corresponds to the value 4, which in this case is the small owl in a branch. Once you have identified the symbol, search for the first question mark around the room and replace it with the right symbol. Now do the exact same thing for the other triangle, but this time there is another dial with 2 question marks as the symbol. Change it to the correct answer and voila, the door opens and you get your loot. Here's a combat bonus tip that's both quick and easy to execute, as well as being quite enjoyable. However, do keep in mind that this may be fixed in the near future. If you come across a troll and want to beat it without too much hassle, you can use the Imperio Curse on it. Then when you get closer to the troll, a prompt of Petrificus Totalis can be used on the troll. Keep casting it until the troll is defeated. This also works for other enemy types as long as you're only fighting one enemy and there are no other enemies nearby. This may be because the game thinks you are doing this stealthily. It's worth noting that this is a somewhat overpowered strategy, so it is possible that the developers may address this in a future update. Nonetheless, this is still a fun trick that you can use to make taking down a troll a little easier. What's your favorite thing so far about Hogwarts Legacy? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel for more Hogwarts Legacy and other open world game content. For small channels like mine, it'll really help a lot. Thanks! Hogwarts Legacy just released its very first patch. Want to know the most important parts? Watch this video. This was Kale, and I'll see you in the next video.